Good evening. Welcome to LettiSpeaks. Tonight it is Libra season. This reading will be for Libra for your birthday season, Libra. You could be somebody that celebrates your birthday all month long. You could be somebody that just celebrates it on your birthday. Whichever you prefer, this reading is for you. So usually around the zodiac of the season, I'll do a full just extended reading for your sign. Tonight is all about Libra. We are heading into Libra season as we head into fall, the beautiful season of fall. And so to start this off, what I'm going to do is going to light one of my candles. I do sell manifestation candles. I'm getting my website together, getting some things together. And so look out for some products coming up here, okay? Because I will be offering these products to you. This particular candle, of course, was made through intention, through blessing. This candle was made with a very pure parawax, and it burns easy, it burns smooth, and it's just a very light smelling. This one is actually a coconut lemon, and so it gives off a very light scent. It burns really slow as well. If you are interested, if you are a candle lover and you are interested in manifesting candles, you can comment below. You can email me and I'd be happy to, offer you my products. Libra, welcome to LettiSpeaks. Tonight we are going to celebrate Libra. Happy birthday, my Libras. We are heading into your season. I hope you have some beautiful things planned for yourself. So tonight what we're going to do, we're going to tap into all kinds of energies. We're going to start off with just a general reading and see what's going to be happening for you this month. Then we're going to jump into your love energy for the month of your birthday season. And then we're going to look at your monies as well. And then any other good news that Spirit might have for you. Okay. Welcome, my Libra friends. I want to thank you too. You guys have been a huge support in the channel. You know, I am new, and so all of the support that comes in, I'm so appreciative. Whether it's a like, comment, a share, right? Even donations. Like, you guys are amazing. Thank you. And so I take great honor and great pleasure in doing this reading for you. And I am just asking, Spirit to touch the energies for you so that, whatever it is that you desire this year, that you're able to set that thing in motion and bring it to pass for yourselves. Also, that you would be open, right, for anything Spirit would have for you. Sometimes that's much greater than what we could ever dream for ourselves. And so I'm just asking for beautiful energy to come in for your birthday season this year, preparing for this next year coming in. So we're going to start off with, I think we're going to start off with your money. We're going to start off with Libra's money, and then we'll go into love, and then we'll see where Spirit leads us from there. Okay. All right. So for money, for Libra, let's take a look. For Libra, we are in Libra season. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra's money. What's going on for Libra? in finances, in abundance, in wealth, and prosperity. What's happening for Libra, my beautiful Libras? What's happening with Libra's money? All right. For Libra. For Libra's money. For Libra's money. All right, Libra, look at you. So we have the Sun, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. It looks really good for the birthday month, Libra. I feel like during your birthday season, this is really showing that this is going to be a period of progress for you, a period of progression, and even a period for whatever it is that you're doing as it pertains to money, finances. There's going to be a level of honor, honor also, and some recognition around whatever that is. So whatever that is that you're doing in regards to bringing in finances, or it could be projects, it could be collaborations. You could have your own business, a side hustle, whatever that is. It's going to actually, during your birthday season, it's talking about there's going to be a progression to that. So you could be getting a raise, right? You could be getting a lot of attention, a lot of business coming your way this month. I see that. I do also see you in a very authoritative energy, like this take charge energy. This month, I feel like you're going to be very bold and very direct. You're going to be letting people know exactly what it is that you want, exactly what it is that you need. And I feel like you're also going to be taking charge as it pertains to areas where there's not a lot of direction, or things like that. You're going to be stepping up to the plate to offer direction where it's needed. I feel like you're going to be taking a leadership role in your life and possibly the lives of those around you as well. And this month looks really secure for you. With the King of Pentacles, you could be really balanced this month, and just really with the King and the Sword, that's a beautiful combination, earth and air, right? Balanced, equipped, very strategic, and in that energy of multiplying, right? This is a beautiful combination. The Sun, the King of Swords, and the King of Pentacles, right? We have Leo energy out here, Gemini energy, and Virgo energy. I mean, it looks good to me. Now, this could also be you having these energies in your life, right? Any of those signs that I mentioned could be bringing in energy to assist you financially some type of way. For some of you, there could be collaborations going on. You could be in business with, partners who carry this kind of energy. Whatever it is, it's going to be good. It's going to be successful. It's going to be very stable and balanced and progressive. That's the word for you. Your finances, Libra, is progressive. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it, because it's going to lead you into expansion. It's definitely going to take you into your next level. Now, this month I see you being very balanced and level-headed when it comes to your finances, and so whatever that is, I do feel like there's going to be a need to be really assertive. The King of Swords has that type of energy, but I feel like there could be some slacking off, right? That you may be tempted, right, to slip into during the month with the Seven of Wands, but don't let yourself slip off. I feel like right now is really a time where you are on the incline, Libra. If things weren't going well before this, they are definitely heading in the right direction now. And so that may in fact be as a result of you having a break, right? And now that you have been placed in this position, you have to maintain that. You have to continue to make good decisions and continue to keep that upward climb, okay? That upward incline. And so the Seven of Wands, when it comes to money, this is being diligent. This is being, responsible. This is being faithful. Whatever it is that you're doing, this is not the time to get relaxed and slack off. Like, there's a need to really be consistent is the word. And hold your place, hold your responsibility, whatever that is, okay? And if you're able to do that, I really do feel like this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning for you. There's so much more to come. There's so much more of the hill to climb when it comes to your finances. The Page of Pentacles says that you're just getting started, right? So for some of you, this could be the beginning stages of your business. Or for some of you, you may have buckled down and said, you know what, this is the turn right here, right? I'm about to become educated about what I'm doing with my money so that I can know exactly how to handle it and how to multiply it, how to make it work for me. You could be studying, or doing some kind of quick, class around finances. The Page of Pentacles does talk about learning something new or being open to explore something new. Some of you guys have buckled down in some type of way. I feel like you have become much more serious when it comes to your money. You've realized something. And I feel like that's partly you realizing how much you have control over how that turns out. And so with the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, this is, just being really practical with your money. Even if it's you having to really keep account of everything that's going out versus everything that you're bringing in, I feel like you're becoming really practical, and that's going to work for you, right? It is said that people that manage to become millionaires, when they hit that level, they are actually really critical of everything that goes out and everything that comes in. Like, they watch every cent, every penny, right? That's what this feels like. You see that little coin there? This feels like you're watching every little penny that goes out and what you're bringing in. You're being very careful and very cautious and monitoring everything when it comes to your finances, and that's good. I do feel like with the Ace of Pentacles, this is also that increased energy. Like, for some of you, you could be picking up another stream of income coming in. This is profits. For some of you with the business is picking up. I did get that with the Sun as well. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles underneath that. You could be, in partnerships. That's going to be very fruitful as well. With the Queen of Pentacles, this is having the assistance, people that are on your level, adding to that level of abundance and stability and groundedness around your money. Maybe you have someone that's there that serves as kind of like a backup to assert what it is that you've set out to do, right? In times where you might be slipping a little bit, there's somebody in the back to say, okay, what's going on here? Or, you know, you have a partner that understands the mission. They understand the assignment, right? And so when you slip, they on top of it. When they slip, you're on top of it. So you may in fact be, you know, coupled with people that understand the assignment, right? That's what the Queen of Wands feels like for me. Underneath the Queen of Wands, I have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, as I said, there's a whole nother stream of income coming in here. Either you're waiting on this and this will be coming in around your birthday season, or this could also be you juggling two different things. If you're working, you could have a side hustle or a second job. Or you could, as I said, be collaborating, right? And in that collaboration, you may find yourself juggling different responsibilities, you know, having to handle several different things at the same time. And so it looks really good. Let's see, is there anything else that Libra needs to know about their monies? Spirit is saying with the Chariot and the Ace of Wands that there's no need to really rush, right? I don't know if you are considering buying something right now, but Spirit is saying that there's no need to rush with this. That it's better to take your time and take more time than needed than to rush into purchasing something. And so if you say you found what you're looking for, Spirit is saying give it like at least 8 days to chew on that. Give it at least 8 days to chew on it before you actually even go and pick it up. Spirit is asking you, when it comes to money, don't rush, right? You need to be in this King of Pentacles energy. So the Pentacles are the slowest moving suit of the deck. And the King of Pentacles is not pressed, right? The King of Pentacles is the type of person that will sit back and wait for something to go on sale. You know, they'll sit back and take their time and do price checks, and they'll take a look and see if that's even what they want. You know, they'll allow themselves to really sit back and allow it to come naturally until you know that you know that you know. And so there's something about your money that Spirit is asking you to remain steady. Remain steady. And there may even be something, if you are able to wait, I feel like the options, you'll have more options to choose from. Because if you rush in and purchase whatever comes up, you may in fact find that there was something more aligned with you, something more aligned with what you desire to pop up later. And so Spirit is saying there's no need to rush, okay, to take your time with purchases. There might be someone about to make a huge purchase. With the Chariot usually talks about transportation, so it could be a car. Take your time with it. Someone's looking to purchase a new car. And you may end up, I'm hearing Spirit say that you may end up with not exactly what it is that you wanted, but for someone you may end up with something that's reliable, but it's also going to be like a project as well. And so you're going to have to put a little bit of money into it to get it up to what it is that you desire. However, it is going to be reliable though, right? It's not going to be something that you're going to have to worry about whether or not it starts in the morning. At the same time, it may be something that you'll have to put a little bit of money into, okay? Whatever that means. Like say if you wanted a certain type of, you know, system in the car, you may need to actually invest in your own system to bring it up. There's going to be a compromise, right? But it's going to be a good, whatever that is you're purchasing is going to be solid, right? Yeah. Someone may be in a little bit of anxious energy as it pertains to what is happening right now with your monies. I don't know if this is with like a job, if it's with your business. There's some anxieties around that. You're wondering if you made the right decision or not. I'm hearing that. You're wondering if you made the right decision about something or not. And let me see. I don't know if someone put in there, someone has put in some type of resignation. And you're wondering if you did that too soon. Somebody put in a notice or something. You're wondering if you did it too soon, if you moved too soon. Yeah. Spirit is saying to have faith in yourself. Like, as long as you had a backup plan, as long as you didn't jump the gun without a backup plan, you're okay, right? And so this may be an opportunity too for you to look at how you move and your motives behind this. Looking at, you know, why it is with the Two of Swords in the reverse, the Page of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. When you move, this may be an opportunity for you to actually see some part of yourself that it might be like a pattern or a cycle that you keep going through, right? There may be some learning lessons around whatever this is that you feel a little bit anxious about. Maybe you made some type of decision. I'm hearing resignation, right? Maybe you've decided to move jobs or just go, you know, out on your own and start your own business. But there's some need, right? There's something that Spirit is showing you about how you're moving. Possibly the motivations behind that too. But overall, I do see this month that your birthday time being a time of celebration. You're going to be surrounded by a lot of support, right? You do have a lot of support. This is going to be a time of inspiration with the Ace of Swords. I feel like you are being placed in a position to really think most definitely for yourself and to think of new things, new ways of experiencing life for yourself. I think at around this time, there's a lot of possible new things that are being introduced to you. You could definitely be in connections and situations where you're receiving, you know, assistance in whatever way you might need it, with the Six of Pentacles, you know, being supported in ways that you might need. I do get that energy of teamwork for you, Libra. Projects possibly headed out into new possibilities, new jobs, finding out more about what it is that you want. I feel like you've made like a breakthrough in life, not just in your finances, but even in life. With the Nine of Wands, you've been waiting for this. For many of you, you're seeing things turn around here with the Seven of Pentacles. There was some type of risk. You stepped out and took a chance on yourself and believed in yourself, and it is going to pay off. I do feel like the opportunity to really delve into learning about yourself more. Now, that's interesting, as I was saying, that justice came out, but justice is in reverse. So for someone, this is an opportunity for you to know yourself better. This is an opportunity not only for this sense of freedom and abundance to come in and overflow. Spirit is saying it's critical for you to know yourself, Libra. Your card came in reverse as I was about to say that. It's important for you to know yourself, because even if you did fulfill all of these things that you desire, if you don't know yourself, it's not worth anything. You'll still be trying to find fulfillment. But if you know yourself, and if you're sure of who you are as you're making all of these accomplishments, right? Your self-worth does not come from the accomplishments or the things. It just comes from you just being. All of this is a bonus when you know who you are. And when you don't, all of this is always fleeting. It's never enough. And so Spirit is saying to make sure that you know who you are, okay? That's really priority. And make sure that you're ever open to that. I feel like the Two of Swords coming in reverse was an opportunity. That was saying that this is an opportunity for you to see yourself. Whatever this is that is leading you to a level of anxiety around whether or not you made the right decision. Why are you doubting? That's the question to ask. And if you felt like you might have moved too fast, why did you move so fast? Those are the questions to ask yourself. Because this is, overall, this is about you. This is about your path and you choosing things that align with you. When that happens, then automatically everything else falls into place like it's doing right now. The only thing is make sure that you are growing at the same pace that your materials are growing, right? That's just as important, if not more. But the money looks really good. I see a lot of increase out here for you. Lots of increase. For someone, new jobs, new promotions, right? Raises. Lots of creativity around what you've always wanted to do. Those opportunities are opening up. You being surrounded by supportive people, talented people. This is also a time for you to most definitely listen to your intuition. That may even play a part in you increasing too, because there may be hints and leads that Spirit is bringing in that otherwise you would miss. And so it's important to be in tune with yourself, especially as it pertains to your money, okay? All right, so that's what I have for your monies, Libra. It looks really good, really good. I like it. And now we're going to go into love, the love boat. So we'll be making a lot of love. Come aboard. The love boat. All right. So for you, Libra, we're going to take a look at your love. And I hope you guys are well. And so Spirit, let's take a look at what's going on with Libra and love for their birthday month. That's what we're going to do. All right, that is what we are going to do. So let's do it. I will be using my Tarot of the Heart deck. And so we're going to go ahead and shuffle it up and get to laying, get to reading for Libra. What's going on with Libra and love? What is happening with Libra and love? Libra and love. All right, we've shuffled our deck. Spirit, speak to us about Libra's situation in love. And this is going to be just a few cards that we'll lay out and take a look. Love boat. So we'll be making a lot of love. The love boat. I'm just making room for my spread. All right, and so let's get started. So I have laid out all of my cards. On the end, I have the World. Okay, that is the general energy for your read, Libra. So your first card coming out in love, Libra, is the Star, and this is pointing to the past. The past. So Libra, this is saying like in the past there was a very beautiful energy that you had, and you may still have it, but it's just pointing to sometime leading to this point in the past. You come from really good solid relationships, or a solid relationship where you really adored, you know, someone, you were being adored. There was this sense of mutual love, unconscious, you know, pouring into each other. You know, it's very beautiful energy. If you were in a relationship in the past, this says that both of you had a growing intentions for each other. You cared for each other. It was a very, probably a quiet time where you were pulled away and invested in each other. And then if you were looking and single in the past, this could have been a time where you were just rekindling your spirituality, right? You were given to possibly being open to new connections and new relationships. But it really feels like it was really working towards rekindling your relationship. This could have been you being led or mentored as well. If you weren't in a relationship, there was probably some kind of leading to a deeper level of spirituality. The Star is saying that in the past. So now, how you related to the relationship or your situation in the past is Judgment. And judgment actually is some type of reconciliation, some type of reckoning. It is, looks like a couple of angels blowing the trumpets. I can't show it too long because there's not a lot of coverage in the pictures, but it's asking the question, you know, there was some point in the past where you possibly came to ask, what's going on? What is it? What is this? You came to a place where you needed answers of some kind. And this probably was something coming in that brought you to a place where you assessed the relationship. There was some level of needing to, or you feeling like there was a level of judging where you were, or judging the love that you were involved in, whatever the situation was. Whether you were in a relationship or not, there was some level of stopping to possibly take a look at what's going on. So if you were in a relationship, this might have caused you to really look back, you know, at things that were happening in the past, how things felt good, how things may not have, you know, felt so good, how the decisions led you to certain places in love. And that probably caused you to have a stronger bond, a stronger appreciation for where you were. If you were in the relationship, there was lots of assessing going on. If you weren't in a relationship, the judgment, you know, would bring like beginnings and endings. Maybe you were going in and out, you know, starting and stopping relationships, giving chances, you know, and experiencing fresh new starts. Maybe this found you in and out of connections. You know, this could also be being drawn to people who start out as friends, but it actually delves into something more. Or even going back into connection with someone that left your life for a while and came back and end up delving into a full-fledged relationship, right? The judgment in the past says that there's been definitely some things, you know, that you've looked at that's affected how you view love. And it's brought in a greater level of appreciation as well. Now, right now, where you are, that was the past. Right now, you are charity, Libra. You stand in the energy of charity. And the energy of charity is this energy of unconditional love. Right now, you are standing in the energy of like virtue. As you could tell, she has her left hand on her heart. Someone's calling. She has her left hand on her heart. And it's almost like, if you see there's like a bit of color underneath her hand, that's signifying like the heart burning, right? Burning with passion. This is a sign of Venusian love, Aphrodite, Venus, the goddess of love. And then with her right hand, she's making like a gesture of giving, you know. Right next to her, we see what looks like a pelican. A pelican and there's a golden egg on the other side. Let me show you again. The golden egg right here. The pelican is guarding the golden egg. There's some level of family and community with this card, and generosity. This is almost like a very beautiful love where you are right now. You could be experiencing all of this, you know. If you are in a relationship, you're sharing a beautiful love, a very passionate love that's bringing you a lot of happiness. Or you could be the one bringing happiness to someone else in this way. This doesn't have to be only, you know, romantic. This could also be with close friends, relatives, or even children. And charity also shows a lot of maturity. And so if you are in a relationship, this could indicate a long-term connection between two people. And this might also be for someone who is a little bit older, because this indicates a maturity in years as well. Now, if you're not currently in a relationship, Libra, you may be being led to an older suitor, someone that's older than you. This also might be someone who looks older than you, who's a little bit more evolved in their style or their look. And if this person, you may be unsure about what the gesture is, but if this person has offered you some type of gift, that's your sign. Spirit says that's your sign that this person is actually interested in establishing a long-term relationship with you. That is this person's way of, showing that they're interested in you and they're serious, right? Some people want to try to impress you. This person's way of showing that is by gifting you something. I think I have a card that's missing. All right, and so that's you right now, Libra. Where did my card go? That is so weird that the card just disappeared. Oh, I think I put it over there. Okay, and so the potential of the situation is the faith, right? And so the potential here, where you are right now, is faith. And again, faith is talking about this sureness, this sacredness, fidelity, right? It's very mature energy. As you can see, she looks mature. And these are talking about godly virtues. This is almost like a balance in romance between spiritual and romantic commitments. As you can look in the picture, I'll show you here, she has a cross in one hand, symbolizing some level of faith that she holds. In the right hand, she has a cup, which is a sign of like her emotionalism and her femininity. And then she has a dog that's right by her side. There's a level of loyalty that you have. And so this is talking about love. The dog is right here, if you can see. The dog right over here. I hope you can see these clearly. So this is talking about how you feel about love and this faithfulness, possibly in love or some type of friendship. And the situation that you find yourself in right now, Libra, if you're in a relationship, actually in the relationship, there may be a need to take a closer look at that to see if it's actually up to par with your standards. Because the Charity said, this spoke about you. This spoke about how you are offering up this energy, not necessarily speaking about the other person. This is how you are committed and how you're experiencing. But faith is asking you to take a look at how it's being experienced, how it's being intended from the other side. And so if you're in a relationship, you may need to reassess it to see if loyalty is there, or is there loyalty there? Has there been like a recent thing that happened, a recent issue? And that may give you a little bit of indication on the truth of what it is that you have. If that energy is actually up to your standard and up to your par and meeting your level of charity. Okay. And so even though faith does show a positive outcome, and it may end up in commitment, it may end up in marriage. This card says, you may end up moving in with your person. There's still the need, Spirit is saying, to make sure that it's reciprocal. Okay? Make sure you're not the only one that's giving. Make sure you're not the only one that's in this energy. Okay? Now, if you're not in a relationship and you are looking for love right now, Libra, this card may indicate that it's been a while, or you haven't had the best of luck. It may have been, a long time since you've actually met something or met someone that was integrous or actually measured up to your standards. You may even be wondering if there's somebody that matches, what you have to give, what you bring to the table. Maybe even you are even, wondering if love really exists at all, But Spirit is reiterating to you that there is, in fact, someone out there for you. This is a kind-hearted person who is going to come along and actually restore your belief in love. Okay? So whatever that situation is, I feel like Spirit is letting you know this is a time to celebrate. It is. And even if that's celebrating yourself, right? It's a time to celebrate. Are there any conflicts right now? Let's take a look. We have death. Ooh, so death is coming in as the conflict. Now, death actually represents conflict of old love and new love for some of you. Some of you may have walked away from something that apparently was not able to live up to your standards. Some of you, someone walked away from you. And now that you're moving towards something new, now this conflict is coming in because this person may want you back. Or you could be the person that walked away, and now that your person has moved on, now you want them back. Death points to a level of change, right? In love. From the old to the new. As you can see, he's holding a sickle in his hand. Someone walked away. Someone cut it off. And now this is a conflict because someone may be having a change of heart. If you are in the relationship and it's drawing to a close, you may be taking a look back and realizing that you knew this all along, that it wasn't going to actually go anywhere, right? And you may be feeling like you wish you would have listened to yourself sooner. And I feel like this, whatever this was, has changed you, in a way. You're no longer who you were when you first started this relationship. And so there's some kind of conflict here. For those of you that would still be in a relationship, I don't know if someone from the past is trying to enter back in. There's some level of conflict here like that. Or if you've walked away from a relationship and you're no longer in the relationship and you're looking for something new, this person may be wanting to come back in, but you've realized that that's not going to do it for you anymore. But Spirit is saying, though this conflict is present, right? If you're looking for love, I feel like what you're seeking is going to come. And so don't feel like you have to return back to this old situation. I'm hearing that for those that are not in a relationship. You may have already grieved the loss of this person and already kind of got them out of your system. And now there's like that empty space that you're dealing with. Spirit is saying, but wait for somebody that is going to be worthy of filling that space. And if you walked away from the past relationship, faith is asking you to take a look, right? This is examining why that happened. Judgment too is examining why that happened. And so that may be something that someone is dealing with right now. Should I go back, right? No one else has come along, right? Should I go back? Well, Spirit is saying, no, don't. Stand your ground and stand on business. Stand on what you decided. Remember why you decided what you did. Something better is coming. Just wait. Hold your peace, right? This may even be a time, like with the star, there was a time where you were really pouring into yourself spiritually. This may be a time to go back to that, okay? Whatever the situation is, whether you're in a relationship and the past is trying to be wakened, or whether you've walked away from something and the past is trying to reclaim what has dead. Spirit is saying, lay those bones to rest, right? Ain't no life in them bones. Look at this. There is no life in those bones. Spirit says, lay it to rest. If you can think back and remember why you left and justify that reason why you left, then leave it there. Let it lay. Okay? Move forward is what the death says. This conflict. Death is about moving forward. It's about transformation, from the old to the new. Okay? And so however that plays out, Spirit is definitely saying to let it lay. And we do have the world on the bottom, which talks about endings. All right. And so, and it always happens like that, don't it? It's like as soon as you heal yourself and get your stuff all together, now you shining and you ready for some new love, right? Here comes the old love back. Now, all that time you were broken, trying to heal yourself, trying to, get that old love out of your system, because obviously it wasn't coming back, right? Or else it'd have been back. But now you got yourself all together and you're ready to move forward. Guess who coming back? All tattered and raggedy. The nerve. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? So Spirit is saying, let it lay. Lay it to rest and move forward. For those of you that are in relationships and the past is trying to resurrect, let it lay, right? Especially if there's no comparison with what you have now. Don't let nothing from the past come in and destroy what you got. Okay? It's not worth it. Sometimes you need to really take a hard look at what it is that you have to see what's working, what's a blessing, just to remember the value of what you have. And that's for somebody. All right, Libra. Don't let nobody send you back. All that healing you done did. All right, and so next we have the Hangman. And so this could be positive or negative, right? But I feel like it should be construed as positive. The Hangman always, depending on how bad you're looking for love or how bad, you may want things to be how you desire them, right? But the Hangman comes in to give you a moment to really take a look at things for what they are. Usually when the Hangman comes out of this hanged position of introspection, there's a greater sense of what needs to be done. He goes into introspection to get more clarity. And so whether this pause is perceived as something positive or negative, I do feel like it always ends up being negative, Sometimes you end up looking back saying, "Ooh, I'm so glad I didn't do that. I didn't know how crazy that person was. I am so glad I didn't do that," right? So the Hangman can be a blessing in disguise. But this is talking about insight when it comes to love, right? He's hung upside down, tethered, to the tree. And this is almost like if you're in a relationship, needing to look at something a little bit clearer, like a problem or a conflict, or, needing to take a moment to see it from a different angle, a different perspective. It's like a timeout, right? This could even be moments where you're like, okay, I'm just going to get out of Dodge for a second just to clear my mind, needing that me time, that's always okay. And hopefully the other person is receptive of that and also understands when they need to draw away too. This is taking valuable time out, finding the replenishment that you need, right? With friends and family. This is taking a moment to just go off and maybe spend a couple of days with your loved ones that you haven't seen in a while, taking a trip down the road to your cousin's house, whatever that is. It's maybe taking an hour away to go have, drinks with the fellas, or going to get your feet done with the girls, just taking some time away. This could also be something a little bit more serious, like saying, okay, things are a little bit stressed right now. Let's take a break. And you guys separate, for a couple of months until you kind of get yourselves back together, right? Because there's no need in being with somebody if it's not peaceful, right? That means that there's some growth that needs to be done. Sometimes that needs to be done alone, separately, right? And so if you're actually looking for love right now, this could be like the waiting game that you're playing while the love is being prepared for you and coming in. And again, this could be a time to explore your spiritual self, to become more acquainted with who you are. What's the worst that could happen? Your perspective on love could... My phone cut off. Your perspective on love could actually change for the better, Libra. But whatever situation you find yourself in, whether you're in a relationship or you're not, this pause, right? Whatever that could be right now, is something to actually not see as a bad thing, I don't think. It's almost like a moment to really get clarity. When the time is right, you'll know what to do. Okay? When the time is right. Now, is there a next step? And if there is, what would that be? And Spirit has given us the Magician. Okay? So the Magician is like that person who is like someone who is prepared to do whatever needs to be done to bring about the situation that's desired, right? The Magician is like a street magician, a street conjurer who is ready for whatever is to come. They, are able to make the best out of any kind of situation that comes their way. Definitely a good communicator, has everything needed. There's nothing lacking, right? That's why they're considered the Magician, because they're able to bring about situations that they desire. Now, when it comes to romance, this is just being equipped like that, right? Having energy for new romance. For those of you that are not currently in a relationship, this is you being in a position to really dredge up that energy, that relationship that you desire. You have the potential to transform your life and to pull in what it is that you desire. If you're in a relationship, this is you having the energy to turn that into what you want it to be. If you've been with this person for a while, this is your ability to even spark it up again, make it passionate again. The Magician. Yeah. Yeah. And so I feel like For some of you, if you're not in a relationship, this is being in the perfect place at the perfect time in your life for love to come in. Understand that you are able to invite it in right now. Spirit is saying you're ready, right? You may have even learned and integrated lessons around past love if you're waiting. If you're in love, this is taking it to the next level, right? If things have gotten a little bit stale, right? Now maybe it may be time to go take some trips together, to go travel together, like kick it up a notch, you know? That's what's coming out as the next thing that you'll be doing, or the next thing that you can do. Now, this next card represents the fears that may block you. I feel like the strength is coming out. The strength represents feeling like things are just going to fall over, like something's going to crumble in your face or tumble over on you. As you can see, she's trying to hold the column together because it'll fall if she doesn't. You fear having to actually carry the weight of the relationship, having to be the one to have to pull things back together when they fall apart. So someone may be feeling like what they have right now is not going to actually hold up. Someone may be feeling like they're going to have to be like take the brunt of the relationship, right? They're going to have to actually face some level of danger as it pertains to the relationship for some reason. That's very interesting that that's coming out. So there's some level of test that you fear, that things may get out of hand, that you might not be able to, you know, withstand the test. You might crack and do something crazy. You know, it's a fear like that. That you might go a little bit nutty, you know, if things do get out of hand, if you're in a relationship. This may signify, if you're not in a relationship, that you won't be brave enough to go for what you want, right? Because you're afraid that there's something about opening up to someone again where you'll succumb to their power. That's what it feels like to me. And that you'll be consumed with the fantasy of it, you know, that will overtake you. And you'll become obsessed, or maybe someone will become obsessed with you. There's some fear around that. And it may, in fact, cause you to hold yourself back if you're looking for love. But Spirit is saying, just be patient. Like, don't try to rush anything. Don't press anything. Don't try to make anything fit that doesn't fit. Like, be patient and things are going to be okay. Now, if you are hopeful, you have the Temperance, which is actually the opposite, being patient, right? If you have hopes of your relationship becoming better, or you actually stepping into the relationship that you want, patience says to be willing to work at it, you know? Be willing to work at it. Be patient. Stay balanced. Try different things. You know, when you run into issues, address them. Be patient with each other. Be willing to try different things to resolve any conflict that comes up, or try different things to raise the connection to the level that you desire it to be. Because when you leave things unattended, right, they just get worse. And it may lead to misunderstanding as well. So try not to let your emotions get away from you, in this hope of having the connection that you desire, or even for those of you that are in a connection, having the ultimate experience, bringing it up higher. Maybe things have gotten a little bit bland and a little bit boring or routine. Be patient, be willing to try, open up and try different things. Yeah, you got to work at it. You don't just wake up to a perfect relationship. It takes work. All right. And then in the outcome, we have the Tower. Ooh, what an outcome after all of this, right? But the Tower is not always bad, right? We always cringe up when we see the Tower. But all the Tower means is that Spirit is going to ensure the best outcome, right? If this person is not for you, Spirit is going to shake things up. And whoever is not secure, whoever is not real, whoever is not, stable and grounded will fall by the wayside to make room for the secure, the grounded, the stable to step in. Right? Spirit is not going to be with the fickleness, right? And so in the outcome, I feel like there's going to be tests. There's going to be trials to test the relationship, to test your ability to actually position yourself to bring this in. Let me just take a look at a couple of things. This is a new deck for me, and I'm loving it too. And so if you are waiting, this could be like your values coming under attack. This could be somebody coming in saying, well, this is why you ain't got nobody yet, because you're too choosy, because you want too much, your expectations are unrealistic, it's having your values come under attack, right? But that's not so. That is not so. I didn't get any of that in this reading. As a matter of fact, Spirit said, yeah, you're in the right mindset, you're in the right energy. Understand your faith, right? Because that's what's going to bring in quality. Understand your charity. That's what you're looking for in your partner, the heart that you have. And if you're puffed up and in your ego, this would crush you. But if you're not, and you know who you are, Libra, then you already know, I'm not too much and I don't want too much, especially if you're willing to give it, right? But if for those that are in their egos, this is a blow to the ego. Again, bringing down everything that would be detrimental to the relationship. But if you're not in your ego, you don't need to get defensive because you already know, right? And if you are in the relationship, there's attacks coming on the connection. This could be like people trying to come in and enter in and interfere with the relationship. Ego could be a part of this as well, But these are situations that will be out of our control, that will cause us to surrender. And many times on the other end of that, you will be so glad that you did, right? Because again, Spirit has a way of moving everything that's not going where we're going away. And part of our surrender in these times is allowing it to happen and seeing why it happened. Sometimes it doesn't become plain until after the fact. And there are those of us that refuse to surrender too. We want it our way, come hell or high water. And sometimes that's what, that's what you wanted. Spirit says, well, that's what you wanted. Now, that's what you got, you know. But I feel like for the most part, this is Spirit just letting you know that things will come in to test your patience, right? So in the outcome, there's a test that's coming. And the overall energy was the World, which is this very established energy. This is coming out on the other side of the test, with the experience to, you know, prove that you've been through, that you've been processed, that you're ready. Okay, so this is you on the other side of all of this, purified, right? And so for love, Libra, I do feel like there's some pretty interesting things happening for love. I'm gonna pull out just a little bit of tarot to see what comes out for you. So specifically, Spirit, what is happening in love for Libra during their birthday month? We're at about an hour and a half. All right, we're almost done. These readings do take a while, so you know, for those of you that can sit and just listen, you know, I appreciate you, and hopefully this is speaking to you. You came out in your own reading. Yeah. For love, we have Libra here. Justice, the Emperor, and the Four of Pentacles. And so for some of you, you could be seeking balance right now. You could also be seeking a stable, mature relationship, right? And you yourself, I feel like, is in you're in that energy, and so you are attracting exactly what you are. The Four of Pentacles says you are in stable, secure energy. You may feel like you are carrying a lot right now. Some of you may feel like you're too busy for a relationship, and Spirit may be saying to slow down and make time for it. Make time for yourself, okay? There may be a need to acknowledge your partner. If you're in a relationship and one of you is actually carrying the brunt of the relationship, there may be a need to acknowledge that person, the appreciation of what's being done. Sometimes it be like that, you know, one person is carrying the whole load. That doesn't mean you can't show extra appreciation. You know, there's ways to reciprocate that energy. If you're going out working all day and I'm at home, then there's no way that I should have to come home and worry about anything, you know, and vice versa. And the Eight of Wands is in the outcome. For some of you who are waiting, I feel like something is coming. Someone's coming very quickly towards you. Passionate with that Wands energy, very fast. They're going to want to just really move in really fast too. Let me see, who is this that's coming towards Libra? Like they're going to want to lock it down real quick. Whoever this is, you will have a strong spiritual connection with them. You'll know that this is your person. Intuitively, you guys will be connected. And this person is going to be a little bit freaky, just a little freaky with the Seven of Cups. So you might want to hold your hat on this one, Libra. This person's going to know some things, okay? They're going to take you on a ride, okay? So that's what I'm seeing here. Beautiful energy with love. For those of you that are already in a connection, I do feel like there's the opportunity to take it to the next level. This may be a time to implement some trips, some travel, to do some things that you've yet to experience together. The Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Pentacles. This may even be a time where your friendship in the relationship is growing. The Wheel of Fortune is an improvement in relationships. You may, in fact, benefit from finding other ways that you relate to each other. Okay? That's for you, Libra. In love. Libra in love. All right. And then my last spread is going to be a general spread. Just any messages that Spirit may have for you. I'm going to start it off with my Urban Tarot deck. And then we will see what anything else, any other messages of guidance that Spirit may have for you. So for Libra Spirit, any other special messages you have for Libra during their birthday season? For Libra during the birthday season, for those of you that celebrate all month long, right? Do it. You deserve it, especially if you work hard. Okay. All right, so any messages for Libra? What do we have for Libra? What do you want to say to Libra during their birthday month, Spirit? Freedom came out. Okay. Influence, observation. Gifts. All right, and so I do feel like this is going to be a special time for you with gifts, right? It's your birthday month. Of course you're going to get gifts. Of course you're going to get lots of gifts and showering, right? People are going to be leaving things around as a gift for you. You're going to be showered with love and abundance. And there'll be those that stick around for the leftovers. So be careful that you watch your stuff. Because I feel like somebody's going to be hanging around to try to pick off of what it is that you can give, what it is that they might feel like you might not want. So make sure that you lock in your stuff up, Libra. Don't leave your stuff laying around. And I would even test to see, right? Leave something that's kind of value, but not really. Something that you know others might want. Maybe you don't feel very, hot about it. Leave it around and see what happens. See if it disappears, right? That's one way to test somebody. Leave something of value around, like a $20 bill. Leave it on the dresser, or leave it in your desk and let somebody see you put it in there. Test. I hear Spirit saying, test the spirit, Libra. But I do feel like there could be like a surprise party coming for somebody with anticipation. And there might be somebody in the group that can't hold hot water. And so there's some level of anticipation happening of some type of gathering or party, some type of celebration. Now, there is a warning coming in around influence. So watch what's happening. You may have decided that it's time for you to make better decisions. I know with your monies, there was a lot of responsibility heightening with your money. It possibly felt like you making the choice to position yourself to make better decisions. Well, influence says to watch out for how you are open to be influenced by those around you. Maybe even watching who is around you. Sometimes it's not even possible to not be influenced. And so you don't need to be careful, but you just need to choose better company, is what Spirit could be saying. Because this may be a time around your birthday where you'll be influenced to do things that maybe you've already decided that you no longer want to do. And yeah, some people are going to have their feelings hurt, but what can you do? You got to choose you, you know. When it's time to grow, it's time to go. Okay? That's what Spirit is saying. When it's time to grow, it's just time to go. You can't worry about who's going to be mad. Okay? Now, also, I see freedom. So some of you are experiencing a greater level of freedom right now as your birthday is coming around. And there's this great sense of liberation that I'm feeling. You know, you're not restricted in a way that you felt like you were in the past. Like you're able to really open up and relax to a greater extent. Now, I do see a need for you to be watchful and observe. I feel like for many of you, especially if you're entering into a new level of freedom, it's important that you watch. A lot of things can be observed by paying attention, by watching. There may be a need to really, I feel like for many of you, there's going to come a point where you're going to be operating alone. And so right now, as you're delving into this new level of freedom, it's important to pay attention and to watch how other people do things, because sooner or later you'll be doing that on your own, but you won't have other people around you to help. And so make sure, Libra, that you're paying attention to everything. You know, think ahead. You know, well, if I was living alone, like, how would I do that? You know, how would I call and have somebody come out and fix this? Or, you know, how would I get around, you know, not having to pay so much for that? This is a time to really be learning and observing everything. Okay? I feel like this is a high level of learning time as you enter into this new space of more freedom and liberation, whoever that's for. All right, so let's get a little bit more information here, and then we will say good night to the birthday people. All right. All right. So there's something that, I feel like there's something about where you are right now. Spirit is saying there is nothing blocking you. So why are you feeling blocked, Libra? Why are you holding yourself back? There's something that you have an opportunity to do, something that you should be doing, and you're not doing it. You're holding yourself back for some reason. Why? Let's see, what is this? Eight of Swords. What is this Eight of Swords for Libra? Right? I just got this saying how free you are, right now, how you stepped out of this position of feeling restricted. Now, what is this? What is this, Libra? The Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here for Libra? The Prince of Wands. Yeah, you're new to this. That's okay. Everybody else that is proficient at doing it right now was new to it at one point in time as well. Of course, you don't feel like you're going to step into this new experience as a master, right? You have to start somewhere. For some of you, you may be getting messages coming from your ancestors. Yeah, so make sure you're listening to the direction being given by your ancestors. They may be leading you and guiding you through this time. And those messages come in all kinds of ways. That's part of the observation part of this. There's something Spirit wants you to be really open and aware. But the Eight of Swords is clarified by the Prince of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're not taking care of your health like you're supposed to, Libra. Are you drinking water? Are you keeping your doctor's appointments, your dentist appointments? Or are you feeling like you don't have time for it? Because either you're going to be preventative in your care, or you're going to suffer and end up paying more money on the back end. Yeah. So for somebody, you need to be taking care of yourself better. Self-care. Spirit is saying self-care. There's something here that you're juggling. What are you juggling? I hope it's something that is beneficial to your health and your life, right? All right, we have the Magician and the Knight of Swords. You're trying to figure it out, right? You're going back and forth in your mind, probably trying to decide if you did the right thing about something. Just trust yourself, right? Trust yourself. You're doing the right thing. And if you're not, you'll have a chance to come back around and do it right. Just trust yourself. Be confident in your decisions right now, Libra. Right? That's what Spirit is asking you to do. Be confident in your abilities. The Magician is very confident. And the Magician just goes after, what it desires. And so that's how Spirit wants you to be. Very clear-minded, and just do what you feel led to do. Make sure it's not people-pleasing and just trying to avoid people being mad at you. No, none of that. Make sure you are doing what you feel led to do. If you do that, then you're never going to go wrong. Even if it turns out to be a lesson, at least you can say that you did what you felt you were being led to do, which was in your best interest, okay? And so whatever this going back and forth in your mind is, let it go and just trust yourself. I do see Spirit has given you a new start here with the Ace of Wands. There's something you're excited about, starting something new. And this is the energy that we need to see. You may have lots of things that you now have an opportunity to experience and delve into. Now, there is, again, the warning around influence, right? Make sure that you are positioning yourself around people that are going in the direction that you want to go in, All money ain't good money. I'm hearing Spirit say that. And everybody ain't your friend either. I'm hearing Spirit say that. And so choose wisely. Choose wisely, Libra. What is this Ace of Wands? All right, you came out again with the Justice and the Emperor. You are in a position right now to actually be your own hero. You're in a position to be your own hero. And you are very capable of doing that. What is it that you feel called to do right now? With the freedom that you have right now, it's a time to really search your heart. What is it that you feel called to do right now with all this good energy that you're soaring in for your birthday? Make sure what you're choosing to invest your energy in is going to give a return and not drain you, right? The Ten of Wands. Let's see, anything else for Libra? Anything else for Libra? For some of you, this is a really good time to do like some journaling, healing activities with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups, right? And the reason why I say that is because the last thing you want to do is carry unhealed parts of yourself into this new beginning. Make sure you're doing things that will lend to healing, whatever that is for you. That's different for everybody. You know what lends to healing for you. Choose those kinds of things with the new beginning that you have, okay? And if you do that, I really do believe, because this is all good energy, that things will work out. Look at what came out in the end. The Lovers. Balance. This is not only you with balance with those outside of yourself that you possibly commit to, but this is you balanced within yourself. This is your duality coming to grips with itself in balance and grounded. And so, yeah. But that starts within. It starts with you, Libra. Okay? Make sure you're putting yourself first, right? It almost feels funny having to say that. I don't know why Spirit is having me to say that. It's your birthday season, right? You should be the one being celebrated and uplifted. Yet Spirit is telling me to make sure you're putting yourself first. Why does Spirit even have to tell you that during your birthday month? Make sure you are putting yourself first, and don't feel guilty about it, okay? All right, Libra, that's your reading. That's what I have for you. I think that's been like almost 2 hours. And so thank you so much, my Librans, for stopping by. Happy birthday. I hope you find joy as you celebrate this next, season of your life, this next year. I hope you go into it setting, huge, tall goals for yourself, and so you are so worthy of all of that and more. Whatever your heart desires, you're worthy of it. And so I hope you, above all, know that, okay? No matter what's going on outside or around you, make sure that you know that and that you know yourself, okay? So that's for you, my Librans. Happy birthday, and I will see you all next time. Bye.